Once again, our background image is that of the United Nations General Assembly Hall, the hall of that false religion of globalism, wherein countries that are led by all-powerful dictators get to have equal votes with freedom-loving democracies like the United States and Britain. Now, look over my shoulder at the background closely. Witness how this false religion has tried to usurp the power of the Christian cross. Enough said? I think so. But talking about the United Nations, polls everywhere prove that the Americans absolutely hate Barack Obama's Paris Global Warming Treaty, which was drafted by the United Nations. But Obama has come up with a solution to the widespread hatred of this sham treaty, which will criminalize everyday activities for many American businesses. Obama has decided he'll rip up the Constitution and fire the United States Senate and ratify the treaty all by himself.
It's time for another blistering report from the front lines of the cultural war for a constitutional America. And now, here's your host, Charles Benninghoff.
You might think that I'm exaggerating when I say that Obama plans to fire the United States Senate, but that's exactly what his actions amount to. According to the Washington Times, Obama is traveling to communist China and he's going to ratify the Paris Climate Liar Treaty there alongside the maximum leader of the communist government. The so-called Paris Accord is a UN treaty that was signed by 195 countries. The reason why they sign it is because it's going to tax the United States out of existence, with most of the tax funds flowing to those 195 countries. Talk about a one-way street. In order for it to go into effect, the treaty has to be legally ratified by 55 countries, and so far, 23 nations have done so. An earlier version of the Paris Accord was known as the Kyoto Protocol, after Kyoto, Japan, and a sham meeting there. And that was written by the left-wing climate liar, Big Fat Al Gore. That version of the treaty was rejected by the U.S. Senate by a vote of 95-0 back in the 1990s. So to overcome that hurdle, the White House says the Obamas plan to serve as a new dictator of America and ratify the treaty on his own. No Senate vote required. And why should he do that? Obama has already written our immigration laws out of existence by his executive orders, and without Congress moving to stop him. Congress has let him act like a tyrant and a dictator. So why should Obama stop now? That's the question. Ratifying treaties with other nations is one of the most important constitutional duties of the United States Senate. If Obama ratifies this treaty on his own, he is effectively firing all 100 senators and declaring the U.S. Constitution to be a dead document. And if Congress appropriates even one dime of taxpayer money for the UN climate liars for implementing this treaty, it will have legitimized Obama's illegal actions. That's where your help comes in, and I hope you help. I hope you see the gravity of this situation. We have to make so much noise right now that Congress would not dare spend any taxpayer dollars on the Paris Accord Climate Liar Treaty. Don't get me wrong, this Climate Liar Treaty is a horrible document that will cripple our economy and place businesses under the rule of foreign courts. But the greater danger is the damage that Obama will do to our Constitution and our form of government if we allow him to get away with this robbery. Patriots have to speak out and tell Congress to draw a line in the sand. Not a single dime should be appropriated to allow Obama to get away with this political stunt. All funding to the UN that will go towards the implementation of this hoax treaty should be cut, and cut immediately. That's why we're asking all patriotic Americans to tell Congress right now to stop this rampage by Obama. Our system is set up so our action page on our website can be used by you to speak out and send personalized letters to Congress today. Every single person who cares about America and our Constitution should get involved in this fight right now. Stay tuned, because on the next page, we'll have detailed instructions on how you can speak out to Congress and help to block Obama's Climate Liar Treaty. This is Charles Benninghoff signing off and wishing you freedom, fulfillment, and God's many, many blessings.
Don't let Obama eradicate the advice and consent of the Senate. If you're on our action page on our website, use the form on that page to select a program and send your personalized letters to Congress. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, click the icon appearing now to find a link to our action page. Tell Congress to block this global warming hoax treaty. Speak out today.